Hi everyone, Mary at Espresso Press Design. Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me on this November 19th, 2024. Today we're going to be making some beaded tassels, boho button, paperclip bead tassels, and I'm going to show you one here first so I can move this book. And these are what they are. Lovely, lush and lovely, and they clip very easily onto the spine of a hardcover. And I'm going to show you how that works. So this is a continuation of our paperclip beads from last week. I want to get this book out of the way so I don't shake my table. Housekeeping first, as usual. Thank yous to Sherry, Lois, Catherine, Pamela, Becky, Diana, HM, and HM. Thank you so much for your kind comments and words of encouragement and kind reviews and purchases, and for watching my channel. Thanks so much. So new products this week are Winter Morning, a lovely soft neutral collection, not specifically for Christmas but can be for Christmas. Naturalist Christmas, and I printed two from that because not everyone has snowberries. That might be something you're looking for. And I printed it small because I'd probably end up making a postcard with that. I have whimsical Christmas trees, and the same with that, because I'll probably be doing some sort of card. And gorgeous, adorable, whimsical snowmen. Love them. Love the whimsical. Such a nice change from brown and more brown. But to each their own. Okay. So here is the project. And these are pretty easy. And I made them with the boho buttons. And then last week this was our single paper bead. And I knew I could do a ton of stuff with that, so that's what I did. And I'm going to show them here to you. Show them, yeah. Look at that lovely little flower bead. And that little, where'd the other one go? Love that one too. It's so boho. Rustic boho. And all made all with pretty much junk. So this is going to be going into Trash to Treasure. And I have a new playlist for bead things, so it's going to be going in there too. And I forgot to say I also have a new journal master, 2403, and it's gorgeous. So what you're going to need, you can use any size button you want, or any type of button you want, but I made mine with my boho buttons that I made on a previous video, like so. And they have a small hole. I'm going to change that. You'll need some paper beads, and you'll need your assortment of ribbon. And you'll need a 1-inch paper strip, probably about 6 inches to cover your paper clip. for this part here. I shortened it a little bit from 1 1/4 to 1 inch because I wanted a little more on each end of that large paper clip. So that's what we'll need. So I have a bunch here that I chose as a contender, and I think I'm going to go with a rose colored one. So I'll probably just have time to make one. And did I say paper beads? And you'll need some glue and some scissors and a large paper clip and a small paper clip. So I think that's it. Okay. Get a couple small paper clips out here. So that's what we'll need, and I'm not going to put all the beads on the strings after they are attached. I'll just do a couple. So we're going to start. These paper buttons have 2 small holes, and I don't see my, oh, there it is, bell. And I'm going to enlarge these holes because I need a larger hole to go through the, to make sure all my string threads through it. So I'm going to enlarge these 2 holes. Okay. So they are like so. 2 large holes. Then I'm going to assemble my string tassel. We put our string on our clip first. And then we assemble our actual bead. So I have an assortment, the same color assortment as I had for the previous tassels, bead dangles. And it's about, oh, 1.5 feet. Because by the time I tied knots and everything to get my beads where I wanted them on the string, some of them ended up a little shorter than I actually wanted. Okay, I'll keep that white one. And then this yarn I'm going to separate because I know it's going to be too thick to go through that hole. So I'm just going to get a couple here. And same with this one. Now how much goes through your hole? It's going to, whoops, didn't want to do that. How much goes through your hole? It's going to depend on what assortment you choose, right? And I choose yarn and string because it has a little more give than ribbon. Although some lace has a little give, I do have a little piece of lace in there. So I'm going to kind of semi-arrange this in a U shape. And I'll differentiate the length a little bit from side to side. Then I'll see how thick that's getting. I want a brown one, so I might leave out one of these yarns because I'm getting a little thick here. And I want to make sure it goes through the hole. So then I take my homemade needle, which is a twist tie, and then this is going to be double, remember? So this might be a little thick. Oh, okay, it's going. So I'm pulling it up through the back side, and then I'm going to pull it toward the front, and then back through the hole. Okay. And then let me pull some of this yarn a little tighter. And then when you go on to the paper clip, it's best if it's lying. I'm going to show you with this ribbon here. It's best if it's lying something like that instead of opposed to twisting it. That way it will lie more flat when you put it on the paper clip. I don't really know if I want that ribbon in the front. That's what I'm... Don't lose your center. Do not lose your center because we still have to thread it onto the paper clip. Okay. Okay. That should work. Make sure I'm in the center. And then I'm going to thread it on to my paper clip, like so. And then I can adjust it up or down later. I can still pull it. Just adjusting some of the... Oh, I missed one. I missed one, so let me get that on there. That's why it's crucial not to lose your center. Just pull that a little tighter. Get the right one. Okay. There we go. So that's step one. And we can adjust all of this later. So that's quite long. So naturally that will be getting shortened. And I did want to crinkle that ribbon a little more. But I'll do that later. Okay. So then we have our clip. And that's going to get our paper bead glued around it. And I have a couple here. And I think I'm going to choose this one because I like the copper foil. And I only need about 6 inches. So I'm going to cut this in half. And then I'm going to thread it through my bead. unraveled a little bit. Maybe will help. Or thread it through my paper clip, I mean. And then I also discovered that the last time I just threaded through one side of my clip for the large one. Make sure this is facing up, and then when you begin rolling your paper clip bead, just make sure it's going to end up right with where you want it, with something on the front and your seam in the back. Try to keep your edges even. And I might end it I'm torn. I think I'm going to end it right there because I want some of that foil on the front. So I'm going to snip that off. Try to get a straight line. Probably too late for that because it's very crooked. Okay. I'm going to snip that off and make sure everything's going the way you want it. And then I'm going to glue that. I told you there was 10 million things I could think to do with this type of thing. So I had a fun little play with it. Did some mamagami ones like that. Gonna do some fabric ones. Maybe some lace ones. Ribbon lace. Okay. There we have it. So you have to assemble the tassel first, attach it to the paper clip, and then do your paper bead. Okay. And then I have an assortment. There we go. Oh, that's so cute. Don't want to lose that. Love it. And then I'll slide this up a little bit where I want it right now, because I might have to use a little strength there to get that. Get that where I want it on that strand. I think maybe back down a little bit. Okay. I think all that, I don't know, I might end up taking that ribbon out. I like it, but I don't want it in the front. So I would like this to lie a little flat, more flat. I don't know, it adds so much. But I wish it was thinner. I don't know. I guess I'm going to leave it. Don't like it being so thick. But I guess I could twist it and tie some knots in it. So that's what I'm going to do. And you can, some of these, let me find one. I think it's this one. Some of these I made knot beads. Yeah, there's one. There's a strand of knot beads. So you can do all kinds of things when you get to this part. So that's, I'm gonna make this a little less prominent. There we go, that's better. It's not that I don't like it, but I meant to, you know, roll it in my hands and crinkle it more, and I forgot. And I wish that was a thin. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So then I just took my assortment of beads and I threaded them. I know I want these purple flowers. So I'm gonna thread those on my string. With my homemade needle. Almost said noodle. So I hope you're all doing well and getting ready for Thanksgiving. Oh, that's pretty. And that paper did have some purple in it, I think. Yeah, it did. But now you can't even see it because I chose the copper. But that's okay. So I chose kind of rustic muted colors. Just going to tie a knot here. Keep this bead in place. Then I just kind of went through and randomly put a bead on different strands. Where are we? 24. See, these take 5 seconds to make. And I think I need a light one. So I'm going to do this one. I can't wait until our daughter comes home. We're still debating the menu. I'm not in the mood to cook turkey. And my husband's working too hard. So we kind of agreed on something more simple. What that's going to be, but I don't know. We did try a turkey breast yesterday to see how it would turn out with a new recipe. Not impressed. Turkey breast never comes out as well as the full turkey. And last year we had a roasted chicken. She didn't like that. She didn't like that. I said, I'm sorry, but, you know, I'm getting old. I've been cooking this meal for, I don't even know how, 40 plus years. Get tired of it. And there's no, well, now this year we do have the dogs, but last year there's no one around to eat all those leftovers. So the entire thing seems like a endeavor. But I'll tell her, you know, you're old enough now. If you want it, you can cook it. And I really thought, I'm putting this green flower on here. I do have some muted green in this yarn strand. So I'm going crazy because I can. So anyway, I told her I'm also doing away with this 6-foot Christmas tree, even though she decorated it last year. And it took a couple days for her to do it. Me, it takes 8 hours. I said I'm not doing it anymore. 8 hours just to do the tree, and that's just the tree. I don't know. Kind of done with all that stuff. I don't mean to be a party pooper, but it's not that I don't appreciate the momentous occasion for Christ the King and the regalness of it. Always liked a rich, lush, ornate Christmas tree. But it's a lot of work. And I think retirement is a good thing. And if you can't retire from work, then you have to give yourself some slack somewhere. The furnace guys are coming tomorrow. Getting my new furnace. And it just occurred to me, I don't know if they're going to be shutting off the electricity. Possibly. And I don't know how long it's going to take them. Probably all day. So we have to get the laundry room cleared out for them to be able to work in there and do that today. And then We'll see how that goes. So then after I was finished, I pretty much put a bead on every strand. Where's that dark one? After I was finished, then I cut my length to where I wanted it. I don't know what I'm doing Thursday, but I think I came up with something people might like. Just have to practice it a little more. Even though I was planning on doing another bead. We'll see. Okay. So I think that's starting to look good. I still don't like that ribbon on the top. Wonder if I could. I could probably do that. Cut it and it would still stay. I'm going to try it. Because I don't like that on the way it's going on the paper clip. And if I don't like it, I'll just remove it. I think I'll just be removing it because I don't like it. I don't like the way it's going on top there. And I think that's better. And now I twisted. Now that's going the wrong way. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. I like the color. I didn't like the bulk of it. So I'm just going with that. Make sure I have enough white there. Whoops. Don't pull your bead. Okay. Let me get that going the right way. There we go. And then that's enough for you to understand. And lastly, we just thread another paper clip on the top for hanging. And then that goes nice and flat, like so, when it's on your book. Okay, everyone. Let me get all this out here. Get these all lined up for you. I really like that color, but just didn't like the way it was laying. Okay. That's probably going to get clipped. Here's another one. This red one was my first one. And it goes like that. I love this blue one. Gray, blue and gray. There we go. I hope you can see all those. Let me get white paper. and bring those up. I tried to photograph them on a book. Didn't work out so well. Okay. There's my flower beads. Love it when I added a little, you know, meadow type floral on the beads. There we go. Very cool. Okay, everyone, 36. I think that's going to do it, and I hope that was understandable enough for everyone. And I'll put some more beads on there, get another photo, and I'll see you next time. So you have a great day and a great week. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.